Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Denver, we've got Gordon. Ole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 2 guard. Ibaka outside. Down low, Leonard. And that one drops. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series. Finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
George from deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Jokic against Beverly. Pulls it up. And Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Zubac kicks to Beverly. Outside, George. 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Ibaka. Outside for George. This one for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
That's why you want a guy like Paul George on the floor. Get him the ball. He has great clock awareness and no panic.
Leonard against Porter. And here is Murray. And the rejection by Zubac. And Jokic slams it in. Here's George. 6 points for him. Here's the dish to Beverly. George with the ball. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Murray, no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Paul George dunk contest, he's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Pass to Jokic. Floats it up for Jokic. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Jokic against Beverly. Murray, the pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Jokic inside. Defended by Beverly. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Batum. Denver grabs the miss. It's Porter, it's out the key. And finished off by Porter.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Morris kicks to Dozier. Out to Morris. Here's McGee. Millsap trying to get open. The shot's good from McGee.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Passes to Kennard. McGee against Cousins. No good on the shot. And Denver the other way now. The Nuggets shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That free throw, no good.
Well, hard work pays off, and there might not be a better example if you look that up in the dictionary. There could very well be a picture of Paul Millsap. He's made himself into a star in the NBA.
Jackson passes to Cousins. Dishes it to Morris. And the pass to Kennard. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, and an excellent pass by Morris. A guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Morris kicks to Barton. Millsap in the corner. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Now, here is Morris. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into... And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a...
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got DeMarcus Cousins. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the point.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Cousins. Shoots over Barton. No good from Cousins. Denver in the lead. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Morris against Jackson. Looking for Kennard. He gets it in there. Martin with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
McGee with it. Guarded now by Jackson. The shot's good from McGee.
Well, that's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Jackson dishes to Morris. Inside. Here's Cousins. And nothing is falling for him right now. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Barton throws it down. The great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
And it's George finishing it off.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Denver.
Murray outside. Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. And George, here we go. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. To the middle, a reverse, and the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Beverley.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. And Murray, here we go. He kicks it to Bol. It's hauled in by Beverley. Clippers trail by 3. Goes up. And George with the stuff.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The shot misses. And a close game so far through the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. And that'll about do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Bowles. Porter is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Stolen by Zubac. And stolen by Murray to the paint. Ball kicks to Jokic. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Murray surveying the D. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Outside Leonard from downtown. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to George. Shoots. Pins the shot with nobody near him. George has got 4 this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Porter against Leonard. Porter dishes the ball. Clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Now Beverly. Kennard on the wing. Leonard the pass to Beverly. Lets it go. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got 3 assists in the game. And here is Murray. Jokic kicks to Murray. Back to Jokic. Basket counts. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Ibaka outside. Beverly for 3. That shot is off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers. Came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Jackson with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Cousins. Denver grabs the miss. To the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Stolen by McGee. And now the Nuggets. Last break. Morris, no good. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Stolen by Jackson. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Cousins has got his first points of the night.
I think this is where Cousins operates best. Comfortable using his size and comfortable in the painted area.
Morris finds Barton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. The pass to Kennard. Here's Cousins. Now, here's Kennard. 4 on the shot clock. Stolen by McGee. Shoots from the right block. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Subtle, but effective. Millsap so hard to guard, getting that pump fake there and the D to bite.
He doesn't get the second one. LA has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Batum attacking, has to Kennard. Here's the break. Here's Barton. And he's going up for the alley-oop. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 2. And right while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3/4 behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. The Nuggets shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Morris dishes to Barton. Out to Morris. Feeds it to Millsap. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's the Clippers' ball. Now Beverly. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Leonard finds Beverly. Back to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Ibaka. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's the break. Here's Bull. Lays it up off the glass.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Beverly, the pass to George. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Denver in the lead.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Leonard against Gordon. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
And they'll keep possession. Back to Porter. It's Bull, top of the key. The rebound by Paul George.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them. Beverly, excellent at getting a bucket when the team needs it, stepping up that time.
And here is Murray. He dishes it to Bull. Murray outside. Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Beverly with the ball.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
And Jokic, even though you look at his body and you don't think he plays physically, he can do that.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Patrick Beverly.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Rondo finds Leonard. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And Cousins kicks to George. Back to Cousins. Outside Rondo. Gordon against Leonard. But they get it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Outside for Murray. Down low. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Rondo passes to George. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Money!
You're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 5. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Murray out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bull in at the 4 slot. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Murray, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Porter kicks to Murray. Back to Porter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bull. It's rebounded by Dallas. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Porter against Doncic. To the inside. Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Bull. Back to Murray. The dish to Bull. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Got a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Porter, no luck.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. Stolen by Gordon. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Denver passing it around. Now, here's Bull. Guarded closely.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Now, Cauley-Stein. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. Terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific hits. You're right. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 1:52 left here in the first quarter. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. And it's Murray with the jam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Now, here's Richardson. Back to Doncic. Lets it go with a 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Boy, the take charge mentality of Doncic on display there. The quick fire approach demonstrates his confidence.
Jokic passes to Murray. Back to Jokic. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Doncic finds Richardson. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Count it.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Morris against Doncic. Inside. Millsap passes to Dozier. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Millsap grabs the miss. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And so the first quarter is... We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3 slot. Barton dishes to Morris. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Brunson against Morris. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Kicks to Redick. Powell dishes to Redick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Pass to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. The pass to Powell. Goes back up. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Fires from the line. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. The Mavericks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. Powell kicks to Hardaway. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
Morris passes to Barton. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. McGee finds Barton. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Barton's got his first basket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Powell, the pass to Marjanovic. He can't get that one to fall. Good defense by Jokic.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And it's Jokic missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
It's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Jokic, good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Doncic against Porter. And Doncic, here we go. He gets that one. Doncic has got 5 now.
Well, the main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Doncic outside. Pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. Richardson no luck. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Gordon. Dishes at the bowl. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Should better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
On the wing, Gordon. Good if it goes. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Here's Jokic. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Well, he's so crafty, a really tricky player. I mean, Jokic likes to go with the floater when the defense least expects it.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Porter. And the dunk by Doncic.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Porzingis.
And, you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
He hits both from the stripe. Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic outside. Passes to Porzingis. Shoots. And he nails the jumper. Porzingis has got his second basket.
Really easy to understand why many are high on Porzingis. This guy is a terrific offensive player.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Jokic against Cauley-Stein. Pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Jokic kicks to Porter. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Mavericks leading by 6. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Out to Porzingis. He dishes it to Richardson. Back to Porzingis. The feed to Cauley Stein. Jokic with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Murray finds Porter. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Porzingis feeling it out a bit to the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Murray.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Barton against Redick, and that one's good. Barton.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Brunson scanning the floor. He kicks to Powell. There's the pass to Marjanovic. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Morris inside. Brunson covering. Morris, no good. Mavericks leading by 8. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Marjanovic, no good.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
McGee inside. Marjanovic on him. Here's Barton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
Both free throws good from Barton. 1 second left. Doesn't go that time. And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks lead by 6. And we'll get going after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with. Will Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Powell, the pass to Brunson. 5 on the clock. The dish to Hardaway. The tray. Good on the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Morris looking over the floor. He feeds it to McGee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Burke, he's checked in for Dallas. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Brunson. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Barton. Good. Nice job down low.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game. Kicks it to Hardaway. Pass to Marjanovic. Knocked loose. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Richardson finds Doncic. From the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Morris passes to McGee. That one good for 2.
Very tough hoop there from McGee. Even though he's in tight, guys, it takes a lot of focus to convert over that kind of defense.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Pass to Bull. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Outside for Murray. Doncic with the steal. And so they choose to intentionally foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. And here are the Mavericks now, leading by 5. Doncic feeling it out. Kicks it out to Richardson. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Paulie stop. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. There's 1:47 left in the 4th. They get it back. Outside Porter. Outside for Murray. Fires for 3. They get it again. Jokic on the follow.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Now the pass to Porzingis. He doesn't hit that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Gordon the pass to Bull. Porzingis with the rebound. And that's a foul called on Bull. That is his first foul of the game. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. Doncic against Porter. Doncic outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Jokic with the bucket.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Doncic from the arc. Cauley-Stein kicks to Porzingis. Hardaway for 3. Pass to Doncic and stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Gordon's running. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's CLA Stein. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Now, here's Doncic. Richardson outside. Just 5 on the clock. The drive by Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got the first basket of the game for the Mavs. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
In the corner, George with it. Zubac trying to break loose. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Doncic against Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Now here's Beverly. Right side, Leonard. And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. And it's off from 3-point range. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Shoots it. The shot missing. And the Mavericks going the other way now. It's Richardson on the wing. Here's CLA Stein. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And with his vertical reach, you expect CLA Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Doncic comes with the double team. Back to Beverly. And Leonard has it in the corner. And here's the fast break. Doncic passes to Porzingis. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Beverly. Here's Richardson. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
And here is Doncic. Richardson attacking. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Right side, Leonard. Here's Porzingis.
Don't tell me I'm just a finesse big man. KP with the highlight reel material.
George dishes to Beverly. Richardson with the double team. To the inside. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Here's Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
The Mavericks leading. Doncic outside. Over to the wing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Cauley-Stein's got his second bucket.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Leonard with the ball. It's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point of the game.
And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Old school basketball, and it's fun.
Well, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Hardaway. Maxi Kleber is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Dallas leading by 4.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Ibaka finds Morris. The 3. Powell pulls it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Hardaway, and the shot is good. Hardaway has got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Outside Jackson. And there's the feed to Ibaka. Good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Mavericks leading by 6. Brunson scanning the floor. 3-pointer. That one doesn't go. And the Clippers will come the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Kleber, the pass to Marjanovic. Batum with the steal. Jackson against Brunson. Jackson kicks to Morris. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
And to me, that's just a case of being too aggressive. You're out of position. Don't compound the problem by committing that foul.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Hardaway for three. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Marjanovic finds Brunson. 6 to shoot. Back to Marjanovic. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Morris outside. Over in the corner, Batum. Powell with the steal. Kleba with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Kleba slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Jackson passes to Kennard. He kicks it to Batum. Back to Kennard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. No good from Cousins.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Powell, and the layup's good off the glass. And now a 10-point Maverick lead.
And you see how easily Powell navigates and moves. When his mindset is to attack, he can become a different player.
Hardaway against Kennard. On the wing, Morris. Kennard's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Brunson kicks to Powell. Got it off in time, and that would have counted, but his shot. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Bat. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And that.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 10-point game. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Zubats in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Mavericks leading by 8. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Outside Leonard. Ibaka right side. Beverly for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Mavericks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Back to Doncic. Kicks it to Richardson. Doncic against Leonard. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
High post to Ibaka. Pass to Zubac. And here's George. Ibaka outside. George with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. And the dunk by Zubac.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Doncic outside. Knocked away. Porzingis kicks to Cauley-Stein. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Cauley-Stein. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas. Richardson against George. Over Richardson. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George? The quick handles for a guy his size.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Porzingis. George dishes to Leonard. Beverly for 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's Ibaka. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Mavericks leading by 10. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Doncic against Leonard. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. That shot off. Outside for George. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Jackson passes to Cousins. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Hardaway for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hardaway has got 5 points so far.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
Now Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the dunk by Batum.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Pass to Marjanovic. Jackson against Brunson. Here's Marjanovic. It's deflected. And here's Kennard. Outside, Batum. Jackson against Brunson. Clock at 6. Unloads. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Here's Hardaway. He's got 5. Back to Brunson. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've played the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Jalen Brunson. Dwight Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Jackson dishes to Cousins. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Back to Kennard. Over Hardaway. The second effort. Batum finds Jackson. Now Kennard. Out to Morris. There's Jackson with the 3. Powell pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The pass to Kleber. To the middle. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
That's how you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Hardaway against Kennard. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Doncic right side. And the rejection by Zubats. And George. Oh, wow!
You know, Paul George with the absolute tight handle, able to navigate through traffic. That's ridiculous.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Boy, his ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And it's Leonard missing.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Cauley Stein passes to Doncic. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George has got the ball, and foul on the shots. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Leonard kicks to Beverly. And the 3 off target.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players.
Doncic looking it over. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Dallas.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Luka Doncic.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Leonard attacking. Good on the bucket.
Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post. Possesses great touch and great length.
The three for Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
And so here is Dallas. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Tips it up. Porzingis on the follow. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. here's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And stolen by Cousins. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. The shot that time not on target.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. Leonard inside. He's against Jokic, and he makes that one.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
And there's the pass to Bull. At the top of the key, Gordon from deep. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He kicks to Gordon. Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Jokic. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray with it. Denver passing it around. Jokic against Cousins. And it's Jokic missing.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down. And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach gets to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Here's Murray. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Gordon finds Murray. Back to Gordon. Down low. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Gordon.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Pass to Jokic. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Pass to Leonard. Back to George. And a missed layup. The Nuggets trail, and the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Murray. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
George dishes to Beverly. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And the dunk by Bull.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Now, here is George. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Over in the corner, Beverly. Takes the 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Barton right side to the inside. Stolen by Zubac. To end the run. That one doesn't drop. Now Denver takes it the other way. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To Barton. It's hauled in by Zubats. The Clippers trail. Pass to Batum. Outside Jackson. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Denver on top. They lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
They've got Ivica Zubats. Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum, and it's man in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And Denver has possession. Morris kicks to McGee. Morris outside. And the rejection by Zubats. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Morris looking over the floor. 4 on the clock. McGee. Millsap trying to get open. It's hauled in by Zubats. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Dozier. Here's McGee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Both free throws good from McGee.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Both teams will make substitutions. The pass to Leonard. Kicks it to Cousins. Stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running. And it's Murray with the jam.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective. I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Jokic high post. And stolen by Cousins. Leonard kicks to George. Over Gordon. Cousins, the pass to Beverly. And a deep 3 from George. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the jam.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Leonard looking around. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Here's Bull. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
Murray with it. Jokic on top. And stolen by Cousins. Gordon against George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ibaka, the pass to Cousins. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Denver leading by 4. Pass to McGee. Morris against Jackson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Passes it to Kennard. From outside the arc. Hits it from 3-point range.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Pass to Barton. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Dozier. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. And one of the strengths of this Denver team. And that should...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Always out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. Beverly against Murray. It's Jokic top of the key. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jokic has got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Murray finds Porter. Here's Jokic. Out left to the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And it's George missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. And Porter drops them both. A different look for Denver. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. The kick out to Barton. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Clippers trail by 5. Outside, Batum. Kennard against Morris. Outside for Jackson. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Zubats. Here's man. Jackson in the corner. And another three for the Clippers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Martin passes to Morris. And the rejection by Zubats. 4 seconds left. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
And here is Morris. Inside, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Now, here's Zubats. Jackson looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on JaVale McGee.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Count that bucket. Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Jackson has the open look. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Morris with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kennard against Morris. Jackson passes to Zubats. Outside for Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Kennard's shot is off. It's Barton on the wing. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Denver on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 10-1 run. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. Here's Cousins. Pulls up on the wing. He misses the mark. He's now 6 of 8.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Murray finds Jokic. Back to Murray. Stolen by Beverley. Leonard inside. Defended by Gordon. And Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
Outside Porter. Murray against Beverley. And the rejection by Ibaka. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And George with the stuff.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Denver calls timeout. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. From 12 feet out, Ibaka goes straight. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
George dishes to Leonard. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Oh! That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Leonard inside. He's against Gordon. Leonard, no luck. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. George with the bounce pass. Passes to Cousins. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
Solid work by DeMarcus. Locates his spot, sets up quickly. That's how you catch and shoot in rhythm.
Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Jackson against Murray. In the air. They shoot again. Jackson kicks to Cousins. Outside, George. Jackson down low. Yep, that one goes. Cousins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Huge bucket by DeMarcus. The big man loves the big moment.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Now Murray trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball. And here's Leonard from 3. Good defense by Jokic. Porter with it. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Five seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard the pass to George. Takes it out to Leonard. Pass to Beverley. Here's Ibaka. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just... Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Cole is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5. For 3, Richardson. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Now the pass to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. The shot will not fall. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And Jokic likes physical play. He embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Count the basket.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And they double up Doncic. Cauley-Stein with it. Now guarded by Murray. Back to Cauley-Stein. Clock at 4. Pass to Finney Smith. Over Jokic. And that one comes up a bit short. Gordon up on top. Cauley-Stein defending. To the left wing. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Josh Richardson. Murray outside. Passes it to Bull. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Doncic looking it over. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Murray. Pass to Jokic. He feeds it to Gordon. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Here's Murray. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts of maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Doncic comes with the double team. Murray kicks the ball. Here's Porter. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
Yeah, Porter working very hard to keep the play alive and come up with some point production.
Doncic outside. There's the pass to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. 5 on the clock. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. A different look for Dallas. Here's Kleba, and Kleba slams it in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Pass to Millsap. Martin surveying the floor. Passes it to McGee. Barton against Hardaway. Barton, no luck.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Brunson, good.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And so here's Denver. The Mavericks making the shot. Morris passes to McGee. It's stolen by Marjanovic. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And here is Morris. Stolen. Powell, no one around him, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Paul Millsap. Bill Barton is out there with Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 3 slot. Now here is Hardaway. After the miss from JaVale McGee.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Morris. The Mavericks making the shot. To the paint. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Fires from deep. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Morris against Brunson. 5 to shoot. Powell kicks to Kleba. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Barton throws it down.
How about the lift there from Barton? Knows when to hold him and knows when to fold him.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Powell, the pass to Marjanovic. And he dunks it right over JaVale McGee. Holy cow.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there if you can pull it off, and he did. The Nuggets trail by 4. Morris passes to Barton. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. There's the dish to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Brunson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Morris looking over the floor. Back to Barton. 4 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. McGee's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now here's Brunson. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
18 feet out, and Denver again with the bucket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Kicks to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Brunson against Murray. Brunson, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Jokic inside. Kleber defending. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The pass to Kleber. Marjanovic with it. Outside Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. With the fadeaway. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Outside Porter. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Murray, the pass to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
You just wonder where Jamal Murray is going to go. This guy is a terrific combo guard.
Here's Doncic, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Dishes to Cauley Stein. Back to Doncic. Porzingis knocked loose and stolen by Murray. He got it up. That one no good. So that'll be it for the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead of both. And that should...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Luka Doncic. Cauley Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
Doncic against Porter. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 2 as they get the bucket from Doncic.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Back to Murray. Over Cauley Stein. No good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Oh, went in there. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
so much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
So he gets them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Murray up on top. Richardson covering. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Murray fearless on that drive right there, not worried at all about the contact.
Now, here's Doncic. Passes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Murray, the pass to Bull. From down low. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Over Gordon. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
For Dallas, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now, here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He kicks to McGee. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from McGee. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Now here's Millsap. And the pass to Dozier. He dishes it to Barton. Here's Millsap, headed by Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Dozier passes to Millsap. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 5. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Finney-Smith. Lets it go from deep. And it's Luka Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs. Morris dishes to Barton. McGee against Cauley Stein. And McGee kicks to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Millsap's against Powell. Clock at 6. Here's Morris. Millsap trying to get open. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Kleba finds Hardaway. The 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Outside for Millsap. Down low. Dozier. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific feat.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And that one misses. Dallas leading by 6. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bucket is good.
Notice how quick Millsap is in transition. He deserves to get the basket. That's a running big there.
And here's Brunson. He's got 6. Passes it to Powell. Back to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., you can see he's got good foundational form for a three-point shot. Consistency would help.
It's been all about... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier into the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Morris passes to Barton. Feeds it to McGee. Back to Barton. Out the dish to Millsap. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, burning up the defense right now is Millsap on the interior, just finding enough space to create scoring chances.
Pass to Marjanovic. Dishes it to Powell. Now the pass to Brunson. Kicks to Hardaway. From deep. Millsap grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 7. Hardaway with the steal. Brunson against Morris. And it's Dallas with another.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Pass to McGee. Back to Morris. It's stolen by Marjanovic. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Brunson kicks to Powell. Back to Brunson. Pass to Kleba. Marjanovic with it. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Barton with it. Hardaway picks him up. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Barton got hit on that play, but I like the way he brushed off the defense to get to his spot.
Pass to Powell. Brunson scanning the floor. The Nuggets trail by 7. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his third foul so far. Murray outside. Outside Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic outside. From deep three-point range. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Spiked away. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
The Nuggets trail by 9. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. .146 left to play in the final quarter. Doncic with it. For 3. Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jokic with it. Out defended by Cauley-Stein. Here's Finney-Smith. The pass to Doncic. Richardson with it. The turnaround jumper. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter dishes to Murray. Back to Porter. To the middle. Porzingis with the steal. Richardson outside. Latrey. Porzingis can't hit. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Dallas with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jokic, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Here's Doncic. That one goes. Count it. Doncic has got the lead back up to 9 now for the Mavs. Murray for 3. Gordon, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K and the Clippers starting five. They've got Jackson, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Now here's Doncic. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Cousins, the pass to Jackson. He kicks it to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Back to Jackson. Cousins against Marjanovic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And, you know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Stolen by George. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Marjanovic. Reverses, and it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot blocker.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Leonard. Porzingis with the rebound.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
The putback. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Dallas moving it around. And it's sent back by George.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
And here's Richardson. Kawhi Leonard getting his three to go. Now here's Richardson. Second chance effort. Marjanovic, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Another miss by Leonard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No good from Finney Smith. Los Angeles leading by 5.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Doncic. Dallas again missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Leonard. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Out to Ibaka. The pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. And he can't bank that one in. Mavericks trail by 7. And Doncic, here we go. Wasted no time on that one.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
George dishes to Leonard. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Zubats against Cauley Stein. Beverly for 3. Passes to Kennard. And it's denied.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
And here are the Clippers now. The Mavericks making the shot. Shot's good by Kennard.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Brunson. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Kennard on the wing. Over Hardaway. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Maxi Kleber, Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Powell in at the four-man position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. Now the Clippers moving it up. Over in the corner, Beverly. Pass to Batum. Back to Beverly. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Batum. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Morris for three. And the Clippers miss again. Mavericks trail by 4. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Cauley Stein passes to Hardaway. Brunson with a clean look. That 3 off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 4. In the corner, it's Morris. Over Kleber. And again, no good by the Clippers. Dallas shooting like 21% from the field so far. Here's Hardaway, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Powell, the pass to Brunson. Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And all Powell needs is good positioning inside, and when he does get it, he's throwing it down.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Zubac finds Morris. Now Kennard. There's the pass to Zubac. 3 on the clock. Takes it from 10 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Kleber, the pass to Hardaway. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Kennard. Out to Morris. Passes it to Beverly. On the wing, Batum. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
The Clippers trail. 1:35 left to play in the first half. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Brunson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs. Pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Stolen by Beverly. Morris against Cleveland. And Batum kicks to Beverly. Kennard with the ball. He has 5. Zubac the pass to Morris. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Poke loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. For 3, Richardson, and the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Well, that...
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They only had a couple of rough stretches, and that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Clippers shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got DeMarcus Cousins. Haka is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact. Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Now, Doncic. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
George, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Right side, Porzingis. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside, Marjanovic. Count the basket. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, Doncic, after the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
Now here's Leonard. Tries from 10, feeds it to Ibaka. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic outside, inside, and Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to?
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And the dunk by Zubac.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. A putback. It's good on the putback. Porzingis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for Jordan. Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:44 left in the third quarter of the game. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Brunson. Hardaway with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Kennard. And there's the pass to Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Morris kicks to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. Hardaway against Kennard. Zubac. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. .107 left in the third quarter. And here's Brunson on the wing. Hardaway. To the inside. Powell. That's good. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Kennard. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Brunson. The shot's good from Kennard.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Morris comes over to help. That's tipped. Kleber kicks to Hardaway. Brunson against Beverly. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Five seconds left to play in the third. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks ahead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And Kleber slams it in.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Outside, Batum. Pass to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. 4 on the clock. Back to Zubac. Cauley Stein with it. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Powell to the paint. Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Kennard finds Jackson. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Baca comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Marcus Morris. And George is subbed in for Kennard. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard. Ibaka, the pass to Cousins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Porzingis.
And you know, when Cousins is healthy now, this guy is a quality player. He's a big man that has a lot of versatility.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Doncic outside. Shoots over Leonard. A wide open look here for Porzingis. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Down low. Outside for George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly from beyond the arc and then some. Doncic has got the lead back up to 7 now for the man. Outside Leonard. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Last break, Dallas. Doncic leading the charge. Richardson outside. Three-pointer. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. George passes to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moment.
Doncic with it. Leonard's there. And Doncic throws it down.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
The pass to Cousins. Ibaka with the ball. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes it out to Leonard. And for Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call. Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Doncic passes to Richardson. 35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Passes it to Marjanovic. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And here are the Clippers.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediate.
Leonard attacking, kicks it to Ibaka. Pass to Beverly. George with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. A three from Leonard. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot. But you know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moments. Why? He's an impact player.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 3. 3 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And here's George for 3. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one.